Hello, I'm Laura. It's March 28th, 2026, and these are the Saturday Heartlines. The Saturday Heartlines are a time of reflecting on the theme and topics of the past week to see what message arises for us today. And the theme this week has been spring cleaning, and the message that came up is take time to refresh. So let's see how that unfolded. Starting on Sunday, we had new beginnings. And spring cleaning is a new beginning because it helps us to feel refreshed and renewed. I am feeling refreshed and renewed just sitting here in a newly organized and cleaned closet. Yep, from floor to ceiling it has been cleaned and it has been reorganized. You see, there used to be clothes on every one of those hangers, but I am letting them go. They're out there in the bedroom in boxes and bags, ready to go. And we can also do some spring cleaning in ourselves as we examine our thoughts and our feelings and how we express in life and begin anew there. And we started by holding loving thoughts and prayers for the people in Oahu, Hawaii, who had been through devastating floods and had no choice but to begin again. On Monday, we looked at what happens when we get all jumbled and tense and anxious from the plethora of thoughts that pours through our minds when we see things on the news like the intensifying war in the Middle East and the peace that seems so hard to negotiate and to come, and like the ongoing financial difficulties in the United States and around the world, and a Congress in the United States that is having so much trouble coming together on an agreement that helps to pay our security agents at the airport and helps people in their lives. So how do we feel and what do we do with those feelings? We take time for a deep cleanse, just as we clean this closet from floor to ceiling so we can take a cleansing breath and be still for just a moment and feel refreshed. That kind of cleansing can happen anywhere, anytime. On Tuesday, we had to sort through all the stuff. So we looked at the 3 stages of sorting. Release, let go what is of no use and what has already served its purpose. Recycle, share with others what can serve a purpose for them, or reuse. And of course, the reused items are here in my closet. They will be reused. And the recycling and release items are out there in those boxes and bags. Now, in our lives, the thoughts that go through our minds, we can actually observe them and choose which ones to let keep going and out. That's a release. We can choose which ideas and good thoughts we want to share with others. That's recycling. And we can choose the thoughts and ideas and practices that help uplift us on a day-to-day basis. That's reusing. On Wednesday, as we continued to sort, we needed a little patience. And so Wednesday was the heart warmer, inspired by the story of 7 dogs who had escaped from captivity in China to find their way back home together, taking care of each other, all 7 of them, all the way back home, 10.5 miles. They all made it safely because the large dogs had patience to walk as slowly as the small dogs, and all of the dogs took care of one of the injured dogs, so they all made it home. Such patience can inspire our patience as well. On Thursday, we looked at continuing our sorting, but this time with the clothes, with what we wear in life. We asked ourselves, does it fit? Is what I'm thinking suitable? And what I'm saying, does it fit who I am authentically? Just like a piece of clothing. We looked at, is it a value? Does it help me feel good about myself, what I think and say and do, or the piece of clothing I'm wearing for that matter? And we looked at, does it serve a purpose? Does it help to uplift others? So we have our inner and outer ways of that process as well. And on Friday, we actually looked at the importance of a good self-image when it comes to what we wear. And I'm not talking about wearing the latest or most stylish thing. I'm talking about what we think and what we say and how we present ourselves in the world. And when it comes from love, it is always stylish and in season. And that brings us to today. Today, we are going to refresh with that deep cleansing moment in silence and focused on one special idea. So let's take that moment and take a deep breath and close our eyes and hold to this thought. I am refreshed and renewed as I do what is mine to do. I am refreshed and renewed as I do what is mine to do. And so it is. So today, I am out on a march, as you are watching this perhaps, and actually speaking out for freedom and equality and justice for all. And I'm doing it from a completely refreshed and renewed state, having done the spring cleaning in the outer, but mostly having done it within. So if you don't have time to do it out here, do it in here. Choose what to release from your mind, and it might come back, then release it again when it does. Choose what to recycle, what you can share with others that uplifts them, and what to reuse in the way of the thoughts and practices that help you with being satisfied in your life. And you will do the perfect spring cleaning every time. Thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful day.